I'm live. Jax West, Stephen Avery Project, Justice with Jax, MAM Gossip. We are continuing the Stephen Avery Calumet County jail calls from when he was in jail, but he hasn't gone to trial yet. The calls we're doing today, Brendan is, or on this video anyway, Brendan is not a suspect at this time. We had been prior to this going over every single call. Hello, Elizabeth and Miley. Oh, on lunch break. And Holly. I'm doing well. So Julie gave me a list of calls that are ones worth listening to, as opposed to listening to the same old stuff over and over again. And there's so many of them. But if you wanted to listen to them all, they are uploaded on the Foul Play channel on YouTube. And they're courtesy of this guy or girl, AC, the rookie 1082, is who filed the Freedom of Information Act to get all of these calls. So thank you, Elizabeth, with the live with Tammy yesterday. That came about kind of last minute. Hold on, I started to play the actual call so I could be on it. Okay, let me pause it. So when we had done the Marnie press conference back in October, and I was there representing the, I'm the social media person for the Justice Review team. And so I was part of the panel up there. And then after the press conference was over, press was invited to come talk to anybody from the team. And so this guy from the Chicago Tribune came up and talked to me because he was interested on, because Tammy had me listed at the press conference that I'm from the Stephen Avery Project. So he talked to me there a little bit, and then he asked for my information. And so then a couple weeks after that, he came to a Starbucks in my town and interviewed me. And so we chatted a bit. And so now it's been a couple months, or actually next thing he did was I organized a protest in Chicago, and he sent a photographer to come and take a picture of me at that protest. And so now he reached out to me and he said he would like to take pictures of me doing a live. So then that's when I reached out to Tammy and said, hey, he wants to do this. You want to do something on Marnie's case because, I know things about the case, but Tammy knows the case. So if I'm going to do any kind of live talking about Marnie's case, I need Tammy there. Plus, I don't know what can be said publicly and what can't. Because I am told things that can't be public, and I'm not trying to sound like a douchebag that I know something you don't know, but it's just and Tammy is the one, like Tammy helps the lawyer write the brief. Tammy knows everything. So she's the best person to be talking about Marnie's case. So now we went live on, it's the WMP Justice Review Facebook channel. So if you didn't get to see it, that's where it went up. And that's a public page. So you don't have to like it or join it or anything like that to go watch. And so we chatted for about 2 hours on there. The guy from the Tribune was sitting next to me the whole time. A photographer was here for a little bit in my room, going over and taking pictures from me from over here and taking pictures from behind me. And I don't know. So and he says he'll be finally finishing it next week. We'll see how it ends up. Because, I've been burned by the press before. So we'll see if it's some hatchet job on me or not. But I will let you know when that is out. So, and hello to Carol and Natasha and Snooze and Becky and Heather and Julie. Yep, it is. Jeff asked if it's Romper Room. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember Romper Room. I see Carol. Well, here. I see Carol. Well, no, I don't. I can't see anything through this thing now. It doesn't work. So Julie says, hey, lovely people, when did you start? 2, I just got a notification on time, it seems. Yep, I went 2 p.m. on the dot. I wasn't sure when to start it because Jeff is ripping apart our kitchen, well, the floor, and putting in the new floor today. So I wasn't sure because when I first, I'm going to go live. And then he was using a saw. So it's like, all right, I shouldn't go live now. So, Heather, where's your mirror? Julie, romper room. Oh my God, I always wanted her to say my name. Never happened. I don't know if she ever said my name. Because my name is Jacqueline, is my birth name. And I didn't get the nickname Jax until I was like 20, I think, is when I started being called Jax. So my family all calls me Jackie. So, I'm not Jax to my mom and my sisters and my brother and my nieces and nephew. I'm Jackie to them. So Jackie, she could have said, or Jacqueline too, because Jacqueline Smith, right? So, all right. So the calls that we're going to go over in this one, because I wrote down all the numbers that Julie gave me. And then I went through and I've got them all written down here, all the ones. And so I've got the date, the time, and then how long the call is. So I'll divide up these videos then, trying to make no video longer than 2 hours. So this one is just the first 3 calls that are on this list that equal a little over an hour. And then the call that's after that is an hour and a half on its own. So that'll just be its own, and so on. Julie, it was always Bobby, Susie, Nancy, Roger, Davy, Mikey. I'm scarred for life now. Yeah. So, water. So the first call we're doing today is call number 440. It is from January 29th. It is 11:48 a.m. And the call lasts about 26 minutes and 22 seconds. I suppose what I should do, make that its own little thing. And then I'll take notes on here too on what was the importance of this call, in my opinion. And hello, Cindy, you found us. Yay. The 90-minute call is, I didn't write, Julie, what you had on there on what the calls were. I was just writing down that, and then we'll see as we go. And then maybe when these videos get done and I have to edit it because I have to put in like tags, and then I also have to put it into the playlist of the Stephen Avery calls, I'll then put in there what was of interest in the calls or call or whatever that we covered. And hello, Ruth. So, all right, I'm going to hit play on call 440 from January 29th, 2006, 11:48 a.m., and it lasts 26 minutes and 22 seconds. And we'll see who it is.
Hello? This is a public communication services collect call from...
Yeah, it's me.
An inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of freeway or a call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, what are those?
Huh?
What are those letters?
They should be in a bag.
We looked everything. Barbara looked through every one of them. There's not a letter in there.
From Lori?
There's nothing from her. Unless there's a card or something. Birthday card or something.
There's a bunch of letters.
No, there isn't. Not in this stuff, there isn't. What do we got?
Do you check out the trailer yet?
No, we didn't go down to the trailer, but there is nothing that I got here. In bags or boxes or anything. Nope. Unless there would be some there, unless it was in that one cabinet that they took.
No, it wasn't in the cabinet.
I don't know if there would be some more stuff that would be maybe be in the closet or
No.
No?
No.
Oh, then I don't know. Unless there's some in that dresser drawers yet. I can't can't remember what was in them. There's nothing with hers.
It's there should be a plastic bag.
Yes, we looked at them once. I had whatever we had here. Looked through all of that. She looked through every one of them.
You looked at the plastic bag?
Yes.
And what's in there?
Not no letters from her.
This is the January 29th.
No, nothing.
Yeah, Karen, it's awful here. I actually had 2 outdoor events in Chicago I was supposed to be at today that I actually hosted. They're my events and have had to cancel them because of our weather.
No, that
Oh,
won't be in
next
there.
to the nightstand. Huh? But I think I took a lot of that stuff that was in there. I brought them here.
So I don't know what the deal is on these Lori letters
Look in the plastic
as of
bag.
yet, as they're doing it. But
Yes.
what annoys me about the Lori
I
letters,
got a plastic bag.
you know, they always show Stevens and you don't see Lori's.
Yeah, what's all in there?
Lori said things like she was going to kill the kids, but nobody talks about that.
Where's Barbara now?
Yeah, it's extremely windy here, and snow, I guess is what you'd call it, or sleet, or I don't know, but not worth standing outside for 3 hours. And
Ford Express. That's one of them. And then there's another one from Walmart. They're the only bags I got here.
What's in them?
Oh, what's in them? This is.
I know I've seen, Becky, I've seen a letter where Lori is saying she's going to kill the kids. Reddit might be a place that would have it.
I got a bunch of letters in my hand now. Kenwood, Playboy, Grandma.
And she was saying something about the kids are acting horrible and she can't handle it. And so she's going to kill them.
Mikey Thompson. And my letters. There is nothing here. Barbara Dassey.
Oh, really? Heather Dolores gets drunk? That's weird. It just doesn't seem natural.
Playboy's description.
Hello, Christy. Hello.
Automat or whatever that is.
We just started, Christy. I was talking about the Tammy call from yesterday first for a little bit.
Publisher.
And then you have to look at by the trailer.
Yeah, and if they ain't there, they're.
They got them then.
Yeah. Well, then they look at them. And see all that stuff in them.
Interesting. Thank you, Jane.
Yeah. Yeah, but they ain't gonna use it.
You know?
No, because that'd be for me then.
Huh?
That'd be for me then.
No,
Yeah.
You have to look at
If you need me to turn this up since Jeff is vacuuming real quick, let me know. The reporter was really quite interested in the CI group. He wanted to see the nickel in the sheets that we were talking about, so I showed him those pictures.
And he was going to church. No.
Yeah,
Or he
right.
had a note on the door or something. He'd gone on. What did it say? Gone somewhere or something. I don't know.
Gone where?
He was gone somewhere.
Remember to thumbs up this video so we can find it in searches, and subscribe if you haven't, so hopefully you'd get a notification when I go live.
Now, what did you just tell me to do?
Go down to the trailer.
Oh, the keys. I must have stuck those back in my purse because I don't let them home here no more. I used to let them home here, but I don't now. I throw them in my purse. That's what it must be. Yeah.
Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Talked to her last night?
Yeah, almost an hour.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, she wants me to get all the stuff from November 3rd to December 5th. The paperwork from the Herald Times and that. Yeah, and I know Yvonne's got all of that.
There's supposed to be something in there too what some lawyers said.
I know, Becky. There's just too much going on to try and keep up with it all.
Maybe she's seen that.
I don't know. When though? When would this happen?
Well, it wasn't too long ago.
Yeah, who said that? That lady?
No, the lawyer did.
The lawyer?
Yeah.
The lawyer in Manitowoc?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, about another lawyer? Or did it?
Two other lawyers. What they put in with.
Huh?
But I was supposed to plea. My plea. They wrote something up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You mean the one in Manitowoc?
The Herald Times it must be.
Oh, the Herald Times. Well, Yvonne would know then if she's got that stuff. Because if it's just lately, she wouldn't because she don't get the paper anymore. But then I know where to look, though. In anything after what she got.
Oh, because she don't get it no more.
Maybe she can't afford it.
With him working?
Hey, we got a lot of stuff.
I posted the link to the Marnie video in all of the groups. Where you can see it is on the WMP. WMP stands for Words Matter Publishing, which is Tammy's book publishing company. WMP Justice Review.
She just bought her one.
And I think Tammy said that she was going to be uploading it to her Roku channel. And that's WMP TV on Roku. I don't know anything about Roku. Sorry.
Huh?
I suppose she couldn't afford the paper. Because she's got pills that cost a lot of money. And they ain't got a really, the house they got is not new.
No.
That thing is antique.
Yeah.
Nice inside. She keeps it nice inside, but spotless. Like I would say, spotless. She don't. But I think I could sit down on the floor and eat.
Look down there, nothing else than looking the same for your shit.
Yeah. Well, I started already looking in my face, but I didn't find nothing what I was looking to yet.
When did Barb go back?
11:30, quarter after 11. She was up early.
Yeah, it was weird that she was taking those pictures, Julie. I just ignored her.
3 o'clock, she said. I told her, why didn't them kids help you? When Bobby first got home at 1. And Blaine went to bed at 10:30. I said, why didn't he help you? Could help her. Carrie.
They also took pictures of your guys' comments, so I don't know if anything will come of those either.
Huh?
She wanted to know who that was that told her.
Paparazzi.
That she thinks, she didn't know what to think about this. Or something or other.
She thought I was guilty.
Or whatever.
No, it makes it feel creepy that somebody, I hate having, it's so funny that I'm on here on video because I don't like people looking at me.
Stacy's the one that told you that, huh?
Huh?
Stacy told you that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Tammy, she's like, I didn't get to use whatever new software she has. And I would, so it won't look all that professional. I'm like, when I do my lives, it looks like some weirdo living in their parents' basement going live. I mean, she had it where, oh, look how we were both on either side of the screen. And then she could pull your comments onto the thing. I'm like, ooh, look at all those bells and whistles.
Oh, they were working in the garage or something. You said that to him.
Hello, Nana. Yeah, we don't have snow here yet, but I did go out yesterday and bought stuff to make sure. I do have cheese popcorn here. If I was snowed in. No, I did not slip the F-bomb. I know, because Tammy doesn't really swear as it is. And when I'm doing it that it's just me, well, it's just on me, so I can swear and do whatever. I was doing this on Tammy's thing, so I can behave with the language.
I don't say nothing to him.
I didn't think you would say it. Anything. I said it could have been a car that you wanted to call out of there. Or whatever. Who knows?
Well, me sharing it, Brenda, it's no fun unless there's all you to chat with. I know I had somebody post a hateful thing on it, saying, "Stop talking over the calls. You're unprofessional and rude." But that's what these are, that we're chatting along with them. Becky, the diet kind of took a fall the other day when going to I've just been packed with things to do, so I started out this week really well, and then being so busy it went to crap. But I will be weighing again on Monday and getting right back at it.
It gets to be a big story again.
I don't care. I gotta protect myself.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
I guess so.
Did you talk to her?
Yeah, Becky, that's the fun of it, is we can all discuss the call and go off everywhere, anywhere we want. So, if people want to listen to just the call, go to the Foul Play channel. That's where you can hear just the call.
Well, I'm going to go down to Barb now. We're going to do that, and I'm going to ask them.
Yeah, I never said that anyway.
I didn't think you would say shit like that in the first place.
Oh, shit.
And what did Mike would have to do?
Who knows?
How could I talk to Mike and tell Mike that?
How do I know?
Well, if it happened Monday, I haven't talked to nobody. Mike wasn't there.
Assuming they're talking about Mike Osmondson, that's Bobby's friend. Brenda, always feel free to fire away any questions.
Stories, though. You better watch what you say. They just add on to some of them stories.
But I didn't say, I don't talk to him.
Yeah.
How can I say something? And I don't even like Mike.
Well, who's that, Mike?
I believe Mike and Bobby are still friends today. And Mike Osmondson dated Marie.
I don't think I ever talked to him either.
Yeah, the one with Marie.
That's hilarious, Heather.
Yeah. Maybe somebody else said it to him. Who knows? Oh. Yeah.
Like, how can I hide anything? How can I hide a vehicle by me without somebody seeing it?
Yeah. That's what they said. Somebody would see something.
See, this totally isn't how a guilty person would be talking. He's clearly confused.
Who would want to do that?
Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby. No, I don't think she's got that gun.
Bobby!
You don't know that. He gets mad.
Well, I know he does, but I don't think he'd do something else.
Don't know. How they threw on their mother.
I know how they throw on their mother. They all do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do it anymore, but they did.
Well, they do it yet. They don't stop.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose not.
Yeah, okay. You can call me back later on.
Just looking at dresser in the corner.
Yeah, but I'm going to be going. I got to go to the store. I'm going to call you back too and see if she's got those papers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was
A lawyer.
A lawyer. So about my plea. How I should plead.
Why would a lawyer say that?
They put it in the paper. Different lawyers.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm.
One was in the Herald Times, one was in somewhere else around here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, get the phone.
Who the heck's that? Hello? Yes? Hang on. I thought you were calling tomorrow night. He's on the phone now. Here's Stephen.
Hello? Oh, hi, honey. What a surprise. Hey. Hey. Hello?
In my opinion, you can tell in his voice he really loves Jodi.
Yeah. How did you know I'd be on the phone?
No, I never met Bobby. The only Dassy boy I met was Brian, and I talked to Brendan on the phone for a while.
No.
No?
No.
How come?
I just called to see if your mama talked to you yet.
Oh.
You had said to call earlier, and it was busy, so I called the cell phone. I was pissed that you told me to wait till Monday.
Oh. Yeah. I love you.
I love you.
An arrow was found, Brenda? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I talked to that. Huh?
Because wasn't it was it bow hunting season
Oh.
at this time?
I talked to a woman from New York last night.
Huh?
Because isn't it there's only a certain time you can use a gun and a certain time you can only use a bow?
Doing the investigation a little bit.
Stephen, they're taped.
I don't care.
I do.
No.
On your side or on their side?
My side. Yeah.
Anything good?
Sort of, yeah.
Huh?
Sort of, yeah. I told Mom to get out and marry you. Yeah, a little bit about you.
Huh?
A little bit about you. Yeah.
Interesting, Brenda. I just totally know Bobby and Scott are responsible for this.
I miss you.
How it happened,
I miss you.
who did what, I don't know.
So how you doing?
Hey, Kat.
County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
Huh?
I don't know.
Why don't you know? Huh?
That's good.
Why?
What's that?
Huh? What? What's wrong?
Okay.
Huh?
Everything.
Like what? Well, who you talk to?
Nobody.
Oh. Well, then you got nothing to worry about.
Everything to worry about.
Like what?
Cigarette.
You don't need a cigarette.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, all you need is me.
I need a cigarette.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No.
And I need some pills.
Huh? What?
And I need some good pills.
No.
One or the other.
I got a pill for you.
No.
Yeah.
Jane, the times that I met Chuck, he had a live-in girlfriend at the time. And also Jeff was with me. So I didn't get any creep Chuck vibes. Chuck was actually really nice to me, and I didn't have an issue with him until he threatened me. I think they can smoke in jail back then, but I'm not sure. Or no. I don't remember when the whole no smoking thing started.
Yeah. I love you, honey.
Yeah, I remember Brenda hearing about some other cell phone that was found.
I'll see you, I'll talk to you at 3 o'clock. Huh? I can't hear her, Mother. Oh, huh? Hey? Hey?
Okay.
No? Hey?
Down.
No. Down.
Oh, a Packer backer.
But not now, so
Luckily,
3 o'clock
I'm
tomorrow then.
not a football watcher,
Okay.
so I don't
love you
care.
too. Don't worry.
The Bears are
I miss
stupid.
you too. And don't worry about us. It's forever. Yeah.
The guy involved in the Marnie Yang case was a Chicago Bear.
You get one.
I don't know what to write to you.
Yeah, you get one.
I want more than one.
I only can do one at a time.
I can do more.
Yeah. I know you can do more.
All right, I love you.
I love you too.
I'll talk to you, Mom.
Okay then.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you can't see much.
Ooh. Carol versus Nana.
No,
You don't know?
God, my fingers are sleeping.
Mm.
I can't hold it like that.
Mm.
It wakes me up at night. My fingers go so numb.
Mm.
Ah,
Okay, then nothing else. I'll call you back later on.
yeah,
Oh.
maybe what, 5 or so?
So I'll go someplace in there.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get all that information and see if you can look in the safe then.
Yeah. Well, I can do that tonight to look in the safe. Can't do nothing tonight anyway.
See, I'm so out of touch with football now that I don't even know what's going on.
At the same time?
I'm assuming it's playoffs, right?
What the heck was she balling?
I don't know what teams are still in it.
I think she's depressed.
Well, then she should have me.
Brenda, where was the phone found?
Yeah. She's younger than me.
Yeah.
Like Barbara says, I should go to the doctor and get sleeping pills. I said, no, I can't go to the doctor for sleeping pills.
I once upon a time was a huge Bears fan. I was also a huge Cubs fan, and there was a time I was a huge Blackhawks fan. Now I don't follow any sports or care.
I get very depressed here. Believe it. You know, when I was by myself, there's nobody here. Me and the dog.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I'd be happy with that.
You know,
Yeah.
be happy with it. I'm too old for this shit to just sit and think.
Yeah.
You know, the dog don't talk much to me.
Oh.
You look at me and go,
Are you still talking then?
I said, I don't understand.
No, you don't want a dog talking to you. It's not Son of Sam.
Mm.
He says a different language. He's just like a Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bible gonna go with you?
I couldn't even tell you. I don't know that answer.
Well,
Why
find
did
out.
she go with me then?
Huh?
Why would she go with me?
Why not?
No. I think Scotty comes home at 2.
Mm. Yeah, Scotty.
He's making supper.
Yeah. Will you be home before supper?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I will.
You don't need help making supper.
Who don't?
Scotty.
No, she's going to make it. She was going to start to make it ready.
Oh.
For 2 o'clock, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go down there. I'll go look in there. Well, she can come with me.
Yeah.
The kids can peel potatoes there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and then you can call me later on.
Yeah.
Jodi wanted a cigarette. Isn't that what she said?
Yeah.
A cigarette.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit, I forgot to look at
Call from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
What do you push for a number? I forgot to look at it when she called.
Well, take it down with you. Bob can check it then.
So
Yeah.
Pam went to Cuss Road too?
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose there's nothing else.
No, because otherwise you would hear a TV or something going, wouldn't you?
Not really, no.
I don't know where it is. I'll take it with me. I was going to get my shoes on now.
Yeah. Well, okay then.
Okay,
All
bye.
right. Bye.
We happen to have the very next call on the list. So it's call number 441. It's still January 29. Now it is 5:08 p.m. And this call lasts 23 minutes and 26 seconds.
Hello? 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 Hello?
This is a public communication services collect call from
That's me.
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Huh?
Yes.
Oh. You just got home?
Wait, did you call?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I went to Piggly Wiggly. See how much that bread was that Dad was buying from Tom. He paid $2 a loaf. Well, they're $2.59 otherwise. Then I had to go to. Oh, I guess I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well, now that we're just going to be skipping around, we'll get to, these are supposed to be all good calls or interesting calls, not same old, same old. So
One of the letters in the trailer?
we'll get to the fun stuff quicker.
In your trailer?
Yeah.
No. You mean in Lily's trailer?
Yeah.
No.
What about the other trailer?
Yeah, that's where we found them.
Steven says no, just like his mom. It's like, no.
I don't think we're
So, like,
allowed
there's
to
a
do that.
U in front of it.
The
No.
letters?
Yeah.
For Lori?
Yeah.
What name it? Huh?
Pretty many of them. And they're naughty.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Well, how would they get in there?
You got me. How am I supposed to know?
Well, they must have put them in there.
They were in boxes.
I love that she says, Dolores says they're naughty.
I brought 2 boxes out. And then we looked through them.
Well, they must put them.
That's a lie, too. She looked through them.
Huh?
Well, hello, Elizabeth. Enjoy the
I can't
kids.
take credit for that.
No.
Then she read some of them to see what they all said on. Yeah.
I'm frozen for you, Cindy. Am I frozen for anyone else?
Yep.
Mm.
Can't stand it no more.
No.
Yeah.
Did she take photocopies of them?
Did she?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Oh, she gonna?
Well, I suppose we can.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow night, though.
Why?
When did?
Why not? Well, no, you can look for the other stuff for the save first.
Yeah, I gotta look for that stuff.
We'll tell her tomorrow night she can do that.
You know? Yeah, then we'll go sit in the garage
Thank you, everyone.
and do that stuff.
Yeah, very curious that
Give it to 10 or 5.
the cell phone was found somewhere. Wasn't an article of clothing too?
Maybe 26.
You know, how many
And
copies
Colburn was the one that got them, I believe.
her eye could pop out then.
I don't care. She makes me look bad.
Yeah.
So why can't I make her look bad? Huh?
She's got something to do with pills.
You know?
You know.
Mm-hmm. Because that'll go back all the way to work with her.
You know, where she works.
Oh, Becky, you might be right there.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know?
And Barbara's been trying to get a hold of Jenny.
Why?
Well, she wants to talk to you. Because she said she had to block off.
Well, she's gonna have to pay down.
Uh-huh. She said she has to block off.
You know?
So Barbara.
You know?
But she didn't call that. I don't
Yeah, it's the Maribel Caves.
know, whatever person has it on there.
My last visit, I wasn't able to go to them because it's a park that was closed at the time we were there.
I gave Barbara your number, but she wasn't home. Where she didn't answer.
You know?
Yeah.
That sounds awesome, Julie.
So, Barbara maybe try tonight again.
You
Yeah.
know?
I'm looking at a paper that's drenched with water.
Why?
Because somebody didn't get the mail yesterday.
Oh.
Because I don't go and get it, nobody will get it for me. paper stayed in the box.
Oh.
This one without a thing on it.
What's that, a Herald Time?
Yeah.
I still get them?
I'm surprised. That expired. Wait, what? I looked at that yet.
I agree with you too, Brenda.
Yeah.
What is it today? Toward the end of the month already. 13th or the 14th that expired.
Man, because I'm going through all of this shit, they're going to keep on selling them.
Maybe. No. For the time being, anyway.
Yeah.
There's nothing in them, but there was nothing in this one.
And you got Holy Yvonne?
Yeah, but I got to wait until tomorrow. I got to call her. She said she's been sick since I've been down there.
Well.
She started that day.
Oh.
Puking and everything else, she said. But she couldn't have caught that from me because I wasn't puking. I only had a cold. Bad one, but it... Yeah.
Well, you know, if Barbara ain't doing nothing tonight, she can make photocopies.
She's busy.
Well?
Busy. Plus, I just got done with supper down there.
Did you ask about that other thing?
The other thing.
About the body?
Yeah.
What'd they say?
Bobby said it was a joke, that you said it for a joke. Yeah.
Well, but that's the thing, Kat. It happens anywhere.
It was a joke.
We talked yesterday when we were discussing Marnie's case. Marnie and Melissa's cases are both from the same county, and Lake County is known as the wrongful conviction capital. There's so many from that one county here in Illinois.
I said it could have been a car.
Well, he could have been talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
I never said it.
Now, tonight, that they said the car was supposed to be green. Bobby said it was teal. No, it wasn't. The motor vehicle department says it's green.
Yeah.
They would be right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what you call it checked on.
Who?
That woman here yesterday.
Yeah.
She said it's green.
Yeah.
Not teal.
No, it's
that
green.
would be like a blue green.
Yeah.
Like Earl's van was that time.
Yeah.
No, that ain't right. He's wrong already. So how could he say that other stuff is right?
Yeah. A person don't remember nothing, Harley.
No.
How's a guy supposed to remember a whole fucking week?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. So you didn't go past that other guy's house again?
Not tonight.
No. Tell Chucky to find the number.
Well, does he know his name?
Yeah.
But it is teal. That's the whole thing, Cindy, with it being a blue-green.
Yeah.
So teal would be correct.
When did you talk to Chucky? Oh, yesterday?
Yesterday.
Oh, I think he's sleeping over there. It's completely dark.
Oh, yeah?
So he's going to be sleeping.
Yes. First time.
Oh, he ain't sleeping for the night, I don't think.
No.
He better not be, because the fire's got to be... I fired up some wood in there before when I put my garbage in there.
Oh.
I put a couple small pieces in.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the truck.
Oh, what truck?
There, he's got a truck backed up there.
Oh.
With that wood in there, he got down the road here.
Oh.
Yeah. It's green, but there was a nice fire right there, so that the wood, maybe it wouldn't go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, as long as there's hot
All that
dogs.
wood is out there. That's wet.
Yeah.
How bad it would be, because that's all, you mother say, half of the day yesterday and all night, and half of the day today. It rained. But it was better than snow.
Yeah.
Dad and them got snow up there.
Yeah, I know. From Green Bay on.
Yeah. He said about, what do you say, 2 to 3 inches?
Yeah.
But this morning it seemed like it was raining, he said, off the roof. So I don't know. Yeah.
You know, we'll see if Barbara's not doing nothing. You know, she can always bring that copy machine in the house.
Right.
Why?
The thing is heavy.
Ain't that heavy.
Why? We can go right in the office and do it.
It's easier in the house, ain't it? Put it right on the table.
Yeah. You had mice in that one box.
What?
Mice.
In where?
In that box.
In the other trailer?
Yeah, in that other trailer.
There was no mice in there.
So much the paper chewed up in there.
Oh, yeah?
And then she's listening. I said, what is in there? Oh, nothing. She goes to me. I said, there better not be nothing in that box.
Well, and Becky, you know, my car, I've said this a bunch of times, my car is blue, but it looks black. So even when Manitowoc was getting me for trespassing, they listed my car as black, but my car is blue. So I can see her car one way looking green and another way looking blue.
I was there.
The other trailer was down on 147, like the direction of where Scott's trailer had been, I believe.
Huh?
How am I supposed to know? But I said we should maybe go check that trailer and see if there's something in there. It must have been in the living room, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have to check there. Put a lock on that door.
I don't know, but I told you got that all busted.
And put a hasp on it. Well, I got a lot of shit in there.
Like what?
There's a lot of shit in there.
Well?
That whole living room is full. The bath is full.
Well?
Kitchen is full.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, then there should be a lock on it.
Well, yeah.
I thought you only had like her furniture and all that shit in there.
No. There's a lot of shit in there.
Mm.
Yeah. We'll call Barbara and see what she's doing tonight. Otherwise, she can make copies. Just the bad ones.
We didn't look through all of them.
No. Well, you don't need all of them.
We looked through so many of them, and them were bad already.
Yeah, you only need 20 or 30 of them. Say 30 of them.
I don't forget that many.
We got a while for that call
Oh, yeah.
because we're still in the 400s.
Yeah.
But that doesn't say we got all of them. It might be most of them.
Yeah.
Pretty many of them.
Yeah. Well, as long as you got the bad ones. Like she was going to kill the kids and she was going to commit suicide. And
Who's that? Darn it, who's here? I can hear something running, whatever it is.
who's it?
I don't know. I don't understand anything.
There you are, Debbie. Debbie was posting over on Stephen Avery Project that she didn't know how to do the chat here in YouTube, and you made it. And I don't blame you at all, Debbie. It's hard for me. I don't know how to do any of this stuff. It's a wonder I'm even on here.
And how long I've been asking about this? Oh, I told her that.
Told who that?
That woman.
What?
That when I ask her to do something, they don't do it.
This call is from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored.
So, Debbie, we are on call 441.
Oh, it must be in with that, with me then, because I don't do everything.
No.
Sometimes I don't even remember what I'm doing.
Yeah. You know, see, then otherwise you can look through the safe or whatever.
When am I going to have time to look through the safe?
That number's going to take you that long?
Well, I didn't say that number. But I mean, taking copies, it would.
I said Barbara with that.
I'd have to be out there with her.
Why?
Yes.
Bring the machine in. She can carry it in.
So, Deborah, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and then you have to click a bell or something like that. And then you should get an email notification of whenever I go live. But it doesn't always happen. You don't always get it, and sometimes you get it late. But
Then I won't be able to go by Yvonne because I ain't going to have no time to do any of that. To get those copies, what they want, too.
You know?
Well,
You mean Yvonne can make
I
up?
can't go in the morning. Well, I don't know how she's going to feel yet tomorrow, and I don't want to bother her if she's sick. If she's been sick since the last time I was
Yeah, well, I ain't worried about them too much.
and as I jump around on these calls,
Just make a copy of them.
if I don't cover one that you think is something I should cover, let me know. I'm just going off of a list, and thank you again, Julie, for giving me this list. So from here, from 441, the next call we're going to is we're jumping all the way to 466.
Well, she got no cotton machine down there, does she?
No.
Okay, then. So you'd have to bring it back home.
Well, yeah. I ain't gonna go to town. It would cost too much to do that.
Yeah. I got paper at home.
We got a couple boxes here. We don't need your paper.
You don't need my paper. You need my machine.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go look for a different one too. Get a different one.
Use that one.
What for?
As long as you got it, you might as well use it.
Well, we only took it for the time being, but I haven't been getting time to go to the store and look at some.
Yeah, use that one. That's more important.
I'd sooner have a cheapie for him. Something
I don't believe I was notified either, Tina, that I was live.
Once he knows how to use it, he'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were only going to use it for a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was going to fill out income tax and all that. That's got to be all done. I don't know how he's going to do that, though.
So sorry, Deborah. Hope everything's okay now.
Call up Holland, too, and see if you can do that TV.
That can wait. We're not in no hurry for the TV.
Well, that way it's done, too.
Well, yeah, but...
Well, Rolly's coming down. He'll come down. Why don't watch TV? You got no TV in the living room.
He's going to come down and watch TV here.
Well, he's coming down.
So, is he going to spend the night?
I don't know.
Is he going to make a bed?
I don't know. No, it ain't hard to make a bed.
He don't make his bed up there. He's got somebody that comes in once a week, I think, to do that stuff. Wash the sheets and make the beds and that. Mm-hmm.
I'll call Barbara and get their number.
Here he is.
Who is?
Bug! Oh, that bug. Here, I got him.
No, nothing else.
Oh, yeah, you got to visit.
No. I already took a shower.
Well, she must smell you through the glass anyway.
No, but I didn't take a shower for 2 days, I think.
Oh, well, don't feel so bad. I don't even do that here. I'm not time to do that. I'm not as bad as Dad, but I'm not.
I'll talk to Barbara and see. Maybe Scotty will come down and help her. Well, Scotty can carry the machine in the house.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there was all paper chewed up in that one box.
Mm-hmm.
Little pieces.
There was no mice in the goddamn house either.
No, Lloyd said that house should be mouse-proof.
Not that one.
I mean, Lily's house.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then they had that side open. He got that all closed up. He just got that thing up against it with the picnic table holding it shut. That's all. Well, he wasn't going to do that when it's freezing out.
Hello, Jodella.
Yeah, I'll see what Barbara can do, and otherwise looking to save.
Yeah. That's important that you save too, you know.
Oh, yeah. That's more important.
Mm-hmm. And Gerald is working on this stuff. How do you say that? God, that's one thing I don't do. I can't remember that shit.
Oh, you talked to him?
Yes.
When?
He called me before. He said that they're breaking down. Because he's been sending everybody something.
Yeah.
And they're breaking down, he said. He wants information, he said. But he said, long as we got the property.
We are on call 441, Jodella. We're skipping around to calls that are marked as interesting calls to listen to. And so these calls, we're on the second call. This call is all about that they were looking for letters that Stephen has from Jodi, where Jodi says, or not Jodi, first wife Lori, from Lori, because he wants to give the press when Lori was being nasty.
I don't know. But now he's going to be going to wherever that place was he was going to go to before.
Yeah.
They canceled it before.
Yeah.
Now he's going to it.
And how long is that?
I don't know how long he's going to stay. So I have to ask him that. says they're cracking down. They're getting down there. But they're going to be giving him information. And he's helping you. He's not worried about himself. Then a lady called me from Fond du Lac.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she said she's 100% behind you. That you're innocent. 100%. She had talked to me sometime around
When this call is from January 29th.
Yeah.
She said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her name is Barb.
Oh.
I don't know what her last name is. She said I took her number, but God, I'd have to really look for that if it was.
That's why I wish you had had a tablet.
I wish I had a lot of things.
Well, something so damn easy. You scatter it all around.
I know. Then I gotta look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why look when you don't have to? You know, go down by my house. I got a tablet on the thing.
Yeah, but you gotta know how to spell stuff too.
Well, you asked him. Yeah. When I call lawyers on, I don't know how to. I tell them to spell it for me.
Well, a lawyer, yeah.
Well, anybody else too. If
Well, I
I
do too a lot of times.
if I have to, that's what I'll do.
But then sometimes you gotta write a whole list out of stuff.
Uh-huh.
I'm no good on that. Like you say, you can't write either.
Yeah.
Well, neither can I. I can't either. Sometimes I know more than he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why he's always got to have somebody to write a letter for him. Because he don't know how to spell.
Yeah.
They have to write the letter.
Yeah.
I am. He don't write none of it.
Well,
Sometimes he'll copy it because...
yeah. Well, I suppose nothing else. Call Barbara and see what they can, if they'll make copies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you can look in the safe.
Yeah.
And I'll call back after the visit.
Mm. Then we should be done? No, I don't think so. Not by 6:30, certainly.
Well, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Might not be right at 6:30
What?
when I'm done with visiting. She might not get here till 10 after, the quarter after.
You know?
I think Julie used that list in what she gave me for the calls to go over.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The edge of a part of it?
Yeah.
What's that? The edge of a part of it?
But snow.
No doubt?
Yeah.
I don't know.
According to the TV yesterday, she got on a line of it.
Mm.
I agree, Jackie.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll call Barbara and see what you can do. And nothing else, call Chuck and get their number. Maybe you or Barbara can call. And both of you can be on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll get it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose they're not. That's
Yeah,
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's funny, Tina. Now I got to go into a different playlist here. Close. Because we're jumping to call 466. So I have to go into the February calls. Let's go. We're going to 466. And 466 was on February 3rd. It's 5:07 p.m. And this call lasts 22 minutes and 59 seconds and will be the last call on this video.
Hello? This is a public communication services collect call from
Yeah, it's me.
an inmate at the Calumet County Jail. The use of three-way or call waiting will disconnect the call. This call will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, dial 5 now.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you think of it?
I got it all.
Huh?
I got it all.
Oh, what?
Who called you?
Well, good morning, Samantha.
When?
Who's written it all?
Mary.
Uh,
I called her on her cell phone, and then she called me back. Now I got to call Laura and have Laura call Mary's cell phone number. She wants to talk to her, or the guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's been trying to get a hold of her.
They came back with 400,000 so far.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm.
So we got 40 more thousand to go, and then I'll sell.
Oh, yeah? Mm.
Yeah.
I've heard that, Jackie, that the last call ends on a cliffhanger.
I gotta call Jim. I gotta find out what the heck's he doing. Otherwise, he's gonna go bye-bye.
Yeah.
I know there was talk of getting the Brendan calls. I don't know if they actually got any yet.
He certainly can. I mean,
Oh, Julie's talking about food. I'm eating trail mix.
I'll have money back.
More than that.
Yeah.
Because I just gave him the 500.
Yeah.
And he said he had some left from the other one yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Let's see, wanna? How much money did you check? How much money was in the garage?
No. I just got home before.
Oh.
It was long ago.
Well, what you can do is give her $42. You can take it up there tomorrow or Sunday or whatever. And then I got 45 in the bank.
What bank?
Two Rivers.
Since when?
In my other account.
I took that money out.
Huh? Yeah, on that one account, yeah.
Why do you know you got some in the other one then?
Because you only took so much out of that one.
Interesting point, Lynn, that they won't release the calls because he's a minor, but they can charge him as an adult. And they can question him without anybody.
Wait, I can look one.
Isn't that funny how they can twist things around to do how they want against a kid?
You put me down?
Tina, you have to file a Freedom of Information Act, but I don't know how you do that. Maybe somebody on here does.
I set you down on the stove. Did you get hot?
Yeah.
Wait, that one. That's that one.
Just assholes, Lynn. I don't know how those people live with themselves on what they did to a child.
What do you do now with my receipts?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Wait, I'll put my glasses on now. This one's only got... This one I took that 75 out. That was the end of that one.
Yeah, you closed that account.
Yeah, I closed that one.
Yeah.
The other book must be... I had something here that one day that said something about $45.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that.
So take out... see what's in the garage.
I don't know. I haven't looked in there yet.
That would be awesome, Lynn. Thank you so much.
In town. Well, I first left at what, 1:45?
I don't care. Just see what's in the garage and take the rest out. What's in the bank then? So it's $45.
You said there's $45.
I guess it's one of those things that once you know how to do it, I mean, it's just tedious, but simple to do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you might have to put some in there, huh?
Well, I don't know.
Mm. Yeah. Well, what do you all trade, though?
I'm working on it.
On what?
You're going to send them back.
How about Crooked Place?
What cookie place?
All of them crooked places. Did you say something about them?
No.
No.
We're just worried about their money now.
Yeah.
I said, they know what's going on.
Yeah.
The county does.
Well,
Yeah, of course.
what's going on?
They know they're going to give me that money.
Mm. Yeah, but what's going on with the other garbage?
Well, that'll all be settled.
You know? I hope so.
Well, hopefully next week I'll have a court date. And Dad can have that. When is Dad coming back in the morning?
Yeah, I would say in the morning. I have to go see the doctor in the morning, though.
Yeah. But that ain't gonna take long.
In the doctor?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been for a whole year. Lloyd said, why should I even go to the doctor? He said, you should be able to get your pills anyway. I said, no, I can't. They weren't even going to give me them this time. She said, unless you make an appointment.
Yeah. Well, diabetes didn't have to.
Well, she said, you have to have an appointment so we can check you now for that.
Well,
Mm.
it'd be nice if it'd be gone.
Yeah, right. I don't think it's gone. Now with all this tension.
Yeah, Brendan will write you back. If you, well, I don't know about it now that he's in Oshkosh. When he was in Columbia, if you got a written letter, that's from Brendan. If it's a typed letter, he would have a cellmate write them for him.
I got it right here.
But Brendan tries to write back everybody. Steven writes hardly anybody back. Thank you for posting, Lynn.
920.
Wait. Yeah.
667. 4404.
Okay.
Tell her.
Yeah, because you got to call that Milwaukee guy
Yeah.
at 8 or 8:30.
Yeah. So tell her 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock you're going to call her?
Yeah.
That's almost up.
No, it's only 5:14. You got with it?
I think it's always sweet. He always ends his letters with hugs and kisses, the complete and innocent. Cindy, whenever it freezes up, you have to go out and come back in. Unless it freezes for everybody. But if it's freezing for just you have to go out and go back in.
If it's 6 o'clock, it'll be all right.
There's not answering.
I'll leave it answer for a little bit. No?
Mm-mm.
Hang up there. Call her sisters over there. She's over there.
Wait. Oops, I got to do that again.
You shut it up and open it back up.
Huh?
You shut it up and open it back up.
No, then you still got your number on there.
No, it'll disappear.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
What is it now?
It's 920.
I don't have to put that on yours.
Yes, you do.
I never do.
Huh?
No.
What do you mean, no?
920. I never did.
You know?
No.
667 42 68. 42 68.
42
68.
68.
See if Debbie's over there. I'll see what she is.
You don't answer there either.
We'll give it time to ring.
Oh, it rang 5 times. Mm-mm.
Okay, hang it up.
Otherwise, why don't I tell her 7?
And Becky, Steven's the only one I've hugged. I don't believe the 2 times I saw Dolores, I hugged her. Because she just seems to me as somebody who doesn't really want you to touch her, which
Pay off that phone.
I totally understand.
8. Well, if you call that guy at 8:30, he said it would be all right. 8 or 8:30, he said.
Yeah. When Jody calls, you tell her she better not call Chucky's house no more.
I don't know why she called him in the first place.
tell her that's a warning.
No, I'm not going to tell her that.
Yeah.
That's funny, Jackie.
Hey,
I don't care. I don't give a shit. Yeah.
oh, yeah, Laura went to see these two guys where she was supposed to.
Hello, Mary.
They didn't want to do no talking at all to her.
Why?
They called their lawyer, and their lawyer called her. I don't know why.
Oh,
She said, so when I called Mary, I got to okay it that Mary, that she can call her. She had their attorney call her.
Attorney call who, Mary?
No, that attorney called them two guys.
What attorney?
Them two guys in Trivers.
Yeah, Carol, I know there was a period of time, she had the block on her phone and he was calling her at her daughter's house.
Yeah.
And then bitching about it, too, that, she's lying about money. Sorry, she already had a 600 and something bill.
Yeah.
And the lawyer said, I don't, not to bother them or something.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Would that be kind of fishy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, sounds fishy then. Why don't they say they didn't have two cars or whatever, Good thing I left that day from there. I just looked at the mailbox and I left.
I don't know. Why would they have a lawyer?
How am I supposed to know?
Huh?
I don't know. They called their lawyer and had their lawyer call Laura, Lori, whatever her name.
Laura.
Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah, that one was strange.
What did Laura say?
I got to call somebody before she called him, she said, to make sure she can talk to him. That's why I called Mary. Now Laura can call Mary. I was just going to call Laura. But yeah, she wants to go up north, but I called her and I said, we can't tomorrow because Dad's going fishing tomorrow. They had a...
Who was going north?
Huh?
Who was going north?
Laura.
For what?
Well, she's going up there to tape the next story up there and what it's like up there. So I said, we're going to have to do it Sunday. She's getting to talk to Bob Sunday, too. Well, she's got to change the time, though. It was at 1 o'clock, but she'll have to change that. So Sunday, we're going to go up there at 9 o'clock then. Yeah.
Yes, Lynn, he's putting in the new floor in our kitchen. So when I was originally going to go live, he was doing some sawing in there. So it's like, all right, I'll wait a little bit. So now the hammering you're hearing is him putting the floorboards in. No, Debbie, I am not speaking to Stephen currently.
My car?
I haven't spoken to him since Father's Day last year.
No.
What time did you come up here?
7:30?
I think people made the garage shed demolition more suspicious than it actually was. I believe.
Right up here? Did you walk up here?
I think I drove.
But I don't recall. But I do have pictures of it. I took pictures the last time I was there.
From the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored.
I heard you walked up here.
Huh?
I heard you walked up here.
No.
Well, I didn't think so, because why would you walk up here when you got your car down there?
Yeah, I would never walk up there.
Well, that's what I mean. And if you would have rode with me otherwise, because I was up there between 3 and 3:30 with your mail. Brendan's got his ID. He's even got a wallet that he can lose again.
I guess she talked to her boss.
Hang on. Here. Hello?
You talked to your boss?
No, we're moving, Stephen. It's hard to.
Why is that?
What do you mean, why is that? Because he's never around. He's always at the other plant.
He must come in sometime.
Yeah. He tells me he's busy.
How come I'll come back on a phone on the back burner again?
What do you mean?
Them letters. What?
I've got a lot of shit to do, you know.
Like what?
What do you mean, like what?
But then you shouldn't tell me.
I'm doing it right now.
That ain't the fact.
Wow.
The fact is, it should have been done a long time ago.
Debbie
When you
wants
said
to go
you
to
told
the
me you were
UK
going to do it.
after this to do.
Yeah, well, I found them, didn't I?
Yeah,
Okay, then.
but that's besides the point.
What do you mean that's besides the point?
Or how come you couldn't stay there that night and do them?
Carol says then Utah.
I don't know.
Oh, you know, you got your fucking tires done and you hit it.
What do you mean? I didn't get my tires done until yesterday. Humphrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He took time out for you and did that.
Yeah, yesterday?
Well, he did it. And it didn't cost you nothing.
Yeah, your point?
My point is, I need some help too. He took time out for you. He could take a little time for me a little bit.
What do you think I'm doing?
Now.
What do you mean now?
Now you're probably doing the copies because Chucky was going to tonight.
You want to know something, Stephen?
What?
I work 60, sometimes 70 hours a week. I ain't got much time for myself. I can't even get my laundry done.
That's a problem when you got kids that don't want to do nothing.
What do you mean? My kids are never home.
But there you go. They figure, well, why should I stay home? Huh?
Well,
kids are picking up from their mother.
I can't be at home and be at work the same goddamn time now, can I?
Well, how about at nighttime?
What do you mean? What about at nighttime?
What I mean, are you home every night?
Yeah.
Every night?
Yeah.
Who cares if she's home? It's not his business how she spends her time.
Okay, then. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so?
I don't see why he don't move in.
He might.
But there ain't no mind about it. Tell him to move in. Then you won't have that problem.
Her personal life is none of his fucking business.
God damn, he ain't that much important.
What's the matter, Ben? Is this a hurry family? How do you know?
Oh, I know. There ain't nobody that important. No. No. And why is Bobby saying, I want him to get rid of a body? What is he talking about?
Bobby didn't say that. Mike did.
I don't even talk to Mike.
I don't know.
You don't know what? Well, if I talked to Mike, then Bobby was right there.
Yeah?
And I didn't see Mike at all.
When they were hanging the deer.
Hanging the deer. You were right there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
I don't remember Mike being there.
Mike was there. Because he helped hang it.
I don't know. Well, that's the time maybe I wasn't over there. I walked over there then.
Yeah? I don't know.
I don't know. Why would I say something to Mike anyway?
How do I know?
I don't even like the guy.
Yeah, I know.
Unless I could talk to him, better off it is. No. I don't know.
We don't want this one. Hell no. Because it ain't from her. Who's it from? Look at it.
Who's it from?
You.
It's from me.
Yeah, the Hazelwood.
Oh.
What should I do with that? Go away?
You know what's wrong with not fucking thing away?
You're not supposed to tell.
Call from the Calumet County Jail. This call may be monitored or recorded.
You don't do that in this household.
What?
You don't swear, she says.
Fuck that.
Household.
Yeah, okay, I'll put Bob back on.
Okay. Did you hear me?
Yeah, fuck it.
What? Don't swear in this household.
Yeah, so nothing else, maybe you can do that tomorrow. Tell her you drop it off tomorrow sometime.
Yeah. So.
And tell her no more Chucky.
Yeah.
Give her a strict order.
Yeah. I don't know why she did that in the first place. Kind of stupid.
No. Tell her I will be checking the phone calls. His phone bill.
Whose phone bill?
Chucky's.
How do you do that?
He gets it every month, don't he?
Well, yeah.
Okay, then. He don't throw that away.
Well, I don't know. Well, that's me.
Yeah. And tell her I thought I was going to get a letter this week.
You didn't get none?
No.
No?
Okay. Well, I gotta go home and get my duffel bag then.
Where's he going again? Hey, they just can't stay home.
That's all right. Yeah. Hang it out. Yeah. Okay, I'll try Debbie after a while. Well, otherwise you'll have to call her at 8. Call her. She'll be there before that anyway. Call her.
I'm going to call him at 8 o'clock.
I don't know.
You tell her 6. Or tell her get by her sisters anytime then.
Oh, well?
Yeah, and I'll try to call.
Yeah, I'll tell her not to accept it unless she's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay then.
Okay then.
Call anybody else then.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, so that is going to be the last call of this video. If I can get the thing to come up so I can pause this. Hold. Okay, so that's the last one for this. We'll start on the next one. So I'll start a new video for it. That one lasts an hour and 22 minutes. It's call number 483, and it's from the next day. So find me on the next one. See you in a minute.